Hello everyone. In last lecture of our Node.js series, we discussed the Express module, how to install Express module, what is the Express module. So Express is a third-party module that we need to explicitly install with some command. That is the npm install express hyphen hyphen save, or the latest command is the yarn add express hyphen hyphen save. This hyphen hyphen save we use to save a current version of a express in our node modules file. So Express is a framework. Some people call it a REST framework. So and Express is a used to develop a basic REST services like a put, get, host, option, trace, etc. etc. Okay. So in last lecture, we imported Express module and use require function to import the Express module that is compatible with the JavaScript. But in this lecture, I'm going to explain how to create a server in the TypeScript environment. How to create a server in TypeScript environment. So how to do that? I need to write here one file that is a server 3.ts. If you want to create a REST service in the TypeScript environment, then we need two extra libraries. For that, I will open my terminal. Just I need to install two libraries, that is a yarn add express direct types slash express. When we install two libraries, then only we can use express in the TypeScript environment. Okay. Why this is not installed? I need to install again. Before going to, I will install express explicitly. Install with npm express. Added. Okay. Then I will write here yarn add express direct types slash express. Yes. Installation successful. We added two libraries, express types express. Okay. I think I added hash. Okay. Again. Okay. Installation successfully. So how to import the express in the TypeScript environment? In JavaScript, we use a require function. But in TypeScript environment, we don't use the require function. We need to write here import express from express. This is the syntax, or this is the standard of importing the express module in the TypeScript environment. This is the syntax for importing the express module in the TypeScript environment. Remember this point. After importing, I need to write here express constructor. Okay. And store into a particular variable. I will give the name and data type for the app equal to any. Data type for app is any. Remember this point. App dot get. This is the URL pattern. This is the URL pattern, and I need to pass here callback function. In callback function, we always pass here first argument is a request object. The data type for the request object is any, comma response colon any, Return type for this callback function is any. Okay, remember this point. I want to send some response to the browser or client. Then response dot status, we put here 200. Then we need to send a response in the JSON format. JSON format. I will pass here. This is TypeScript. This is TypeScript environment in Node.js. Okay. TypeScript with Node.js. Okay. How to assign the port number? App.listen 8080. Simply pass here one callback function. Return type for this function is any. Okay, this is a log message. Server started. So how to run this script? How to run this script? Just open an integrated terminal. Just open integrated terminal or convert this into the JS format. This is a TypeScript environment. I want to convert this into the JS format. This process is called as a transpilation. This process is called as a transpilation. If you convert the one programming language to another programming language, this process is called as a transpilation. Okay, so TSC, I will convert this into okay, server3.ts. Here server3 is converted into JS format. This is in the TypeScript format, but this is converted into the JS format. Okay, so how to run this? Just write here node server 3.js. Here server started on the port number 8080. It's really started or not, I want to check. Okay, so localhost 8080. Okay, this is the TypeScript with Node.js. Means our server is started successfully and we develop one server or one REST service in the TypeScript environment. Congratulations, you learn the TypeScript environment with REST service in Node.js. Okay. After this, I want to implement one concept, that is a router concept. What is called as a routing? So I just want to explain about this. So suppose we develop our own module, that is a transaction module, account module, and we need to talk that module each other with the help of some code. Then it is called as a routing concept. So how to implement routing concept? For that we need to write here one module or a transaction, we can say transaction.ts in TypeScript environment. So how to import express module? Import express from express. Okay, after importing there is a one method or one function, we can say one function is available, that is a router. After router I want to assign that into a transaction model. I will give the name transaction colon any equal to. Okay, So we'll develop some basic REST services, that is a transaction dot get. Simply pass here URL pattern. This is the default URL. Here request colon any, data type for request object is any, for response object is any, and return type of this callback function is any. Okay. So how to send response? Simply status 200. After this, I want to send the response in the JSON format. That's why I will write here in the form of a JSON message colon. This is default get request from transaction module or transaction module. Okay. I will develop another one, is transaction dot get. That is suppose I will give my name. This is callback function. Request comma data type for request is any, for response also any, and return type of this callback function is any. Okay. So how to send the response? Simply status 200 means okay. Remember, I want to send the response in the form of a JSON. That's why I will write here JSON message. This is Ganesh, or this is request from /Ganesh URL pattern. Okay, just for understanding purpose. After this, I want to export this model because I will using this module in another module. That is our main file, that is the server.ts, or we can say server.js. So how to export this? Export, just write here export default, or what is the module name? Transaction. Okay, I created here one module, that is the transaction module. That is a transaction module. So next I will write here account module, account.ts. Simply, you know how to import express module, express from express. Okay, after importing, I will give the name, or before giving the name, express dot router function is there for routing concept. Just write here let account, data type for the account is any. Okay, account dot get request. This is the default request from account. This is the default request from account module. Okay, for that I will write here response dot status 200 dot JSON. How to pass message? This is default request from account module. Okay, we can write here post also. We already discussed in the JavaScript environment, and remember this point, the import, how to import the modules in the TypeScript environment and how to import module in a JavaScript environment. So this is the syntax for importing the module in the TypeScript environment. That require function we learn in a JavaScript environment, that is not applicable here. Remember this point. Account dot get, here I will pass Ganesh 1, or simply I will write here account. Request, data type for request is any, response any, and return type of this callback function is any. Okay. So how to send response? Response dot status, that is the 200 means okay. Dot I want to send in the JSON format. That's why here message. Okay. Or I will write here message. This is from account module with URL pattern. Okay. After this, simply export this module, export default and account module. Okay. We write two modules, account module and second one is the transaction module. Then I need to write here one main file, that is the server.ts. Server.ts. In server.ts, I'm going to use these two modules or import these two modules. So how to import that? Just a simple import express from express. Okay. After importing, I want to import these modules also. Import transaction from transaction. Okay, correct. Import accounts from account. After importing, I will write here one function, that is express. This is a constructor. It will return one instance, that is a let app equal to, data type for this app is any. App dot use, I will pass here name for my transaction module is module 1. It is for transaction module. App dot use, it is module 2 for my account module. Account. Okay. I given the URL pattern for this transaction module and this URL pattern for this module. Okay. So how to assign the port number? App.listen, simply 8080, or here callback function I will pass any. Simply write here server is a started. Server is a started. Okay. So tell me, when we run this script, I need to go through URL like, http :/ my host is, this is a protocol, http is a protocol. After that this is my host name, localhost colon, this is my port number. After this, I need to go like the name for my transaction module is the module 1. For that, I will write here module 1. And when we write this slash, it will go through transaction and it will give the message. This is a default get request from transaction module. Because here I pass just a slash URL, means root URL. Because of that, from server.ts server.ts it will print the message. This is a default get request from transaction module. This is for this message. If I pass here Ganesh, then okay, I will write here http colon, this is the host name, host colon, this is my port number, module 1, after Ganesh. When I print this URL, or when I put this URL into a browser, then immediately the output we will get, that is, this is a request from slash Ganesh URL pattern. This is a request from slash Ganesh URL pattern. So for this module, we need to pass like here module 2 here account a double C. See here in account module a double C. Okay. So I need to run the script. How to run? Before run, I need to convert this script into JavaScript environment. How to convert this? tsc server.ts, simply enter or here server.js, it is converted into a JS format. Then run node server.js. It is a error. Okay. Simply node server.js. Transaction module is not found. Module not found. Transaction. I think I did somewhere spelling mistake. Account, transaction, account. Okay. I have to run again. Node server.js. Transaction. So where I am getting error here? Transaction. Okay. I will again start. There is something issue, I think. Node server .js. What is this error? Okay, import transaction.js, I think. Then again. I think there is something issue, I think. I will just open my blackbox.ai. I need to find here. Okay, guys, video length is increasing. So I want to tell uh, or run this script in the next lecture. We will learn this script in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you for watching. So bye bye everyone.